All right, guys, welcome to Gritsville, USA, right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Right now, we got Pistons Knicks Game 3 on. Right now, we will be doing a live watch. Now that the first half is almost over, it's been a very hectic game from the very get-go. We will be checking in on the NFL draft as well. I very much anticipate the Lions not staying at 48 or 28. I said 48 because that's how many points the Knicks have right now. I don't predict the Lions to stay at pick number 28. They will either be moving up or they could entirely move out of the first round. We are going to see what happens. We will be checking in during halftime of Game 3. Once the second half starts, we'll be right back to Pistons Knicks, and we will also be keeping tabs on the draft. If the Lions do make a trade up, we will be tuning in for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I know tonight's a very busy night between Game 3 and the draft, but for those that are able to tune in, I appreciate you guys so much for doing so. You guys are watching Gritsville, USA, here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We just got a few words from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to the action. Make sure you stay tuned.
Hi, eSports Radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. iSports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
All right, guys, welcome back to Gritsville, USA, here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Cam Ward is the number one overall pick officially to the Tennessee Titans. Not surprising to anybody. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I know you guys could be watching 2 other things right now. You probably do have them on right now, and it's just on your phone or whatever. But again, for those that are tuning in to the many probably different live streams that are going on, I do want to thank you for tuning into mine. Ralph, I know I popped your comment up during Planet Jerky, but again, appreciate you, Ralph. Those that are tuned in, check out Yinzer Report. Ralph has a great show for everything that is Pittsburgh related. Check his show out. Ralph, thank you so much for tuning in. I know that you're always paying attention, so thank you, buddy. But real quick, we got a big night ahead of us right now. Game 3 is going on. It's been, again, very back and forth. Very back and forth. The current score is 54-49 Knicks. But real quick, give us a follow on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at iSports Radio. There you can find my show as well. Oh, it looks like there was a trade. Looks like Jacksonville went up to 2. Anyways, make sure to check out there. Seems like Travis Hunter is going to Jacksonville. Again, X, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, IAE Sports Radio. You can follow myself there at Gritsville_IESR. There you can find my personal handle, 2CH_Alexander_97. And we're going to be where you can find your podcast, whether that's on Apple, Spotify, Amazon. We are there. We are wherever podcasts are. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. And right now we do have Pistons basketball on. That should not be a ticker, but that's what we got going on right now. We are in the middle of what has been an absolutely wild Game 3. Started off terrible. Started off absolutely terrible. But then Jalen Brunson being a punk again. For those that follow me at Gritsville on Twitter, I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of my disdain for Jalen Brunson right now. And it's funny because when I was on Ricky's show, New York State of Sports, last Monday, I was saying on his show, like, I love Jalen Brunson as a player. But after the events of Game 2 with, him being Magikarp from Pokemon, all respect went out the window. And then even tonight, just a whole punk move that he did with poking Tim Hardaway Jr. in the eye. But at the same time, it's weird. It's like I kind of have to thank him for doing that because Tim Hardaway Jr. just went on a heater after that. With Hardaway being, absent for basically the entirety of Game 1 and Game 2, just, he was on the court. He was just doing a lot of cardio. That was kind of a spark that the Pistons needed at that time. They got a very slow start. Ever since then, it's been very back and forth. Oh, my God. The ref is putting in a lot of work tonight. I can tell you that right now. I think there's been 3 techs. Brunson got a flagrant 1 for that poke in the eye. I love Ben Stiller. I hate that he's a Knicks fan. He and Felice Al Gaib is there, too, in Detroit, but I hate that they're Knicks fans. But it's been an absolutely wild Game 3. There's 2:33 left in the second half. Looks like they got to Sora Thompson for something. I wasn't paying attention much while I was doing the intro. But Knicks are up 5. We'll see how it is the second half. The first quarter was definitely the ugliest quarter other than the very unfortunate fourth quarter in Game 1. But, the first 2 games, the Pistons have dominated 7 out of 8 quarters. But tonight, to start, they were just pretty bad. We're going to see how the second half plays off. And like I said, we will be tuning into the draft because it seems like as everybody was kind of picking this up to be kind of like a bad draft. I mean, and I know I tweeted the other day, like, I completely forgot the draft was this week. But we'll go more into that at halftime. Jalen Brunson is at the line right now. Score is now 55-49. I do have the draft on my phone, so it's like kind of doing a little bit of double duty, but we're going to be live reacting together for those that are tuned in. Again, thank you to those that are right now. I wasn't expecting a big viewership tonight because, again, there's so many live streams going on. There's just a lot happening on screens tonight. So the fact that I'm currently working right now with 3 different ones is crazy. Jacksonville has their pick in. And, I'll also be live announcing the picks as well if you guys are following along. I imagine this is for Travis Hunter. I know that they were always like Ashton Genty was kind of like the move and everything, but this has to be for Travis Hunter. If it's for anybody else, I have no idea what they're doing in that front office in Jacksonville. Oh, my God. The Pistons tonight. The Pistons tonight have been terrible, kind of all around. I'm surprised, to be honest. I'm honestly surprised the game has been this close. It's been, again, very streaky. The Knicks get hot, then the Pistons get hot, then the Knicks get hot, then the Pistons get hot, then now the Knicks are hot. 56-50 now. Again, still 233. I feel like if this hasn't been a chippy series, if it wasn't, I feel like this game would already be at the beginning of the third quarter, but the amount of times that they got to blow the whistle because players hating each other basically right now. Oh my God, the Knicks can't miss, man. I feel like they haven't missed like a single damn shot tonight. They're letting OG Anunoby go off. And again, this has been just an utterly atrocious game. Malik Beasley, for somebody who's been arguably our second best player, if you let OG make this again, thank God. For somebody who's supposed to be the second best player on our team right now, OG Anunoby is, or now, see, I'm so twisted up. Malik Beasley has not been doing hot whatsoever. The Knicks right now, they are trying to match the physicality of the Pistons. You could tell in game 2 that they were wiped out, that the Pistons were giving it to them. And to be honest, the Knicks are keeping it up now. I know that after Brunson got his flagrant 1, they kept him out. They just put him in like 2 minutes ago. He's barely been in the game, it feels like. But I feel like it's because they're trying to keep him fresh for that second half because of just, oh my God. Knicks are up 11 right now. They just absolutely fell apart for the Pistons. Knicks are on an 18-3 run in the last 352 and counting. That is utterly atrocious. This is terrible. Like it's like the pit, like just so streaky. But I also feel like the Knicks might tire themselves out. I feel like this will be a completely second half. I think the Pistons just kind of gotta settle down a bit. Oh my God, I don't know what these shot selections are. This first half just needs to end, man. This first half just needs to end. They can't miss. I am just absolutely shell-shocked right now. Finally, thank you. Jeez. This is an ugly way to end the first half. Absolutely ugly way to end this. They got to come out the second half with another game plan going on because this is terrible what we got going on right now. They can't miss a damn thing. I don't get it. Second half's about to end. Yep, that's it. First half is over. Jacksonville's making their pick right now. Oh my God, what a terrible way to end the first half. And yep, Travis Hunter to Jacksonville. Sorry for him. I'm live tweeting. I'm live everything right now. So again, thank you guys for bearing with me here. Absolutely atrocious. No, I'm fine because I know the last regular season matchup between the two, it was all Knicks first half, and then they absolutely fell apart. I honestly do see the same thing happening here. It's been very physical, and I don't think that's kind of in. I don't think that's really in the Knicks mentality to kind of keep it up. They're really trying to put on a front tonight, especially Cat. Cat has just been trying to act fake tough since he doesn't have to deal with Isaiah Stewart because Stewart's been out again. And Stewart is so desperately missed right now. Not having him, I mean, we obviously won game 2, but not having him game 3 was just terrible. I really hope JB Bickerstaff just kind of rips into the guys at halftime because this is unacceptable. I am of the belief that whoever wins this game wins this series. That's just kind of my belief. I could be entirely wrong, but I think whoever wins this game, the series is decided. The momentum is going to completely shift over to whoever wins this game, and I don't think it's going to let up. But it's okay. There's 24 minutes left of basketball. Pistons are only down 13. They've been in worse spots. They can go on a run themselves. It seems like everything that the Knicks is throwing up right now, they're not missing. And that is absolutely terrible. Quick update. I hate Jalen Brunson still. I hate Jalen Brunson. Let's put it that way. But let's quickly shift over here. While it's halftime, like I said, we are going to go to a bit of Lions right now. Because, again, I really don't see Brad Holmes staying in his spot. I really don't. So we are officially on Brad Holmes' watch, at least for the next 15 or so minutes until we're out of halftime. There was a rumor that the Giants might be wanting to get in late again in the first round, which the Lions are there. If the Giants go through and draft Abdul Carter, like everybody projects, that kind of makes a certain Kayvon Thibodeau expendable. What do the Lions need? We need an edge rusher. So that kind of makes things interesting. And it's like, I really don't see Brad Holmes staying at 28. I don't see it. I get that this is a very deep draft when it comes to like interior defensive line, edge, and everything, but like the Lions got to go for somebody who's the best of the best. And I know I kind of hinted at this when I tweeted about it the other day, but like this draft felt so off to me in the sense that I knew I was drafted, but there isn't, for whatever reason, there wasn't the same allure of like, oh my God, like this week is a draft. It's like on Monday, I was like, oh yeah, the draft's on Thursday. Like, and I'm just here like, and I don't know if it's because I'm not used to the Pistons, or I'm so twisted. The Lions picking so late, like without a trade, that I don't know if I'm just kind of turned off to it. I don't know if it's because I'm like, well, like, I personally don't think this draft is that great. That's just kind of me, though. So it's like, who's it going to get? And then there was all the Jameson Williams rumors that, we're going to trade him. And it's like, why? It's just been a very weird draft thing. And I don't know. It might just be me. I like, obviously, the last couple of days, because I've been trying to pay more and more attention to the Lions in the draft. Like, I'm like, okay, like I hype myself up a bit because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of moves tonight. I do feel like Brad Holmes is going to be involved in one of them. I was kind of really hoping that he was going to take a big swing and potentially, trade with the Giants. But the Giants have their pick in, and again, they're projected to probably take Abdul Carter. There's no way in hell that they're going to take Shedeur Sanders. I very much I see Brad making a move. If the Lions pick at 28, to me, and we're obviously not going to be on air until pick 28, but I'll still be live tweeting about it though. But I would be absolutely shell shocked and stunned if we stay at 28. Basically, I want to talk about the draft now because again, my firm belief is that we are going to trade up. We've done it before. I feel like we've done it almost every draft with that we've had with Brad Holmes. A trade up always seems to happen. It's just a matter of how far up are we going to go. Obviously, Brad Holmes has spoken a lot on that. He doesn't draft for need as he feels like you can get yourself in a pickle. He drafts best available. Giants take Abdul Carter as expected. So with the exception of the trade, the players taken so far have been as we expected. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. I do think the Patriots will be taking Will Campbell at 4, but I think after that, now is where things can get a little bit fun. Because the weird thing for me, and this is where I think the Lions, if they really wanted to, they can kind of slip their way up to 5. The weird thing to me was Cleveland trading down because it really seemed like they wanted to get on the boat of taking Travis Hunter and then potentially trade back up to take Shedeur Sanders to reunite them. But now that the Browns have already moved down, like, I don't know who they go with. I don't know if the Lions could be involved, but this is a fascinating draft. I think it's like a weak draft, but yet it seems like a lot of moves could be on the way. Apparently the Browns are trying to trade down again. What did the Browns even get for that pick? I don't know. I'll let Jen handle that with Show of the Land. Check her show out too. Phenomenal show. But again, an exciting draft so far. I really want to see what Brad does. Again, I really don't want JMO to be traded. That's like the one thing that slightly concerns me tonight. Excuse me, is that he's going to get traded. I really do think that JMO, there's a potential chance there. I know he showed up to voluntary workouts, and I think kind of the news kind of died out there. But you know, Brad, apparently the asking price that the Lions have that's been reported is nothing less than a first. You don't know if a team might get desperate because, again, this is a terrible draft for wide receivers. Only two, I think, are going to be taken in the first round, that being Matthew Golden and Territorial McMillan from Arizona. I know the Lions had that visit with Matthew Golden, which kind of sparked that rumor about JMO being traded, because it's like, why the hell are you going to bring in Matthew Golden for a top 30 visit if you weren't going to take high consideration into taking it? Obviously, the thing with JMO is the whole contract thing. The Lions have until, I believe, May 1st to pick up his fifth-year option, which they have not done so, but the picking up that fifth-year option prices JMO at $17 million. It really seems like the trend in which this is going is that if the Lions do pick up the fifth-year option, JMO just has 2 years left here, and then he's going to walk, because I don't think there's any belief that the Lions would have paid Amon-Ra St. Brown that huge contract, and then you're going to bring Jameson Williams on another big contract, because why are you going to spend all that money on two wide receivers? We're not the Cincinnati Bengals, who now mortgage their entire future, almost essentially, in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and they don't really have much room to do anywhere else, so now they're just preying on those two receivers and Joe Burrow to carry them to the promised land. We're going to see how that goes for Cincinnati. But I don't foresee Brad Holmes extending JMO. JMO's going to want top 10 receiver money. And it's just not going to happen. But I also am of the belief that the Lions right now are inside their window. You have JMO for 2 years if you pick up that fifth-year option. And I think your current window is 2 to 3 more years. I really am of the belief of that. And you got to keep JMO on board. You just got to keep JMO on board. I think it's funny right now that Kirby Joseph is doing a press conference while everybody else is in the war room. He's doing the press conference for his recent extension. For those that saw, Kirby Joseph is now the highest paid center in NFL history. Probably all up until Brian Branch needs his contract. We'll see if the Lions are going to bring both of them back. I would be stunned if the Lions let go of Brian Branch. But Branch obviously being a second-round pick after his fourth year, I believe, is where we will need to extend him already. Which, if I'm not mistaken, he got 2 years left. I think, yeah, he was in his sophomore season just now. So he got 2 years left, but still. That's a contract that's coming up. Hutchinson still needs to be rerung up. Who's next on the list? I don't know. There's just so many guys that we got to bring back. It seems like we're not going to do it. But, of course, the most popular belief is that the salary cap is a myth, so we're going to see. Patriots have their pick in. Again, I believe that it is going to be tackle Will Campbell, just more support for Drake May, which is going to be good for him. I think things are going to be fun and interesting again once Cleveland is on the clock at 5. And then we're going to go from there, basically. It seems like Vegas is going to stay with their pick at 6. And again, we're going to go from there too. But we'll see what happens with Cleveland at 5. We'll see if the Lions could potentially get involved in that. We're still at halftime with Game 3. Again, loaded time. But right now, since I do project I think Will Campbell will be going to the Patriots. We will take a quick break right here just to get some more words from our sponsors in. You guys are watching Gritsville USA right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be back after this.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, Wisconsin sports fans? I'm Dan, diehard Baholic, host of the Wisconsin Whistle. Check us out every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We're talking Green Bay Packers, Milwaukee Brewers, Milwaukee Bucks, Marquette basketball, Wisconsin football and basketball, and all Wisconsin sports. Don't miss us each week, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
All right, guys, welcome back to Gritsville USA right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. As projected, Patriots took LSU offensive lineman Will Campbell. Cleveland seems to be making the pick. I kind of got a sneak peek on who they picked because for whatever reason, there are some insiders out there that are way ahead. I won't spoil it for anybody, but I will talk about it. I just know that Cleveland will not be trading, but we'll get there in a second. The third quarter is about to start, so we are going back into Pistons mode with the occasional check-in on the NFL draft. The Cleveland pick is officially in. Again, I know who it is, but I'll just wait for that to officially be announced for those that are not looking ahead, Man, the third quarter just started, and there's a lot of empty seats already. People are still using the bathroom, or they're checking out. Hopefully, JB Bickerstaff lit a fire on these boys because they need it. All right, let's see what's going on now. There we go. There we go. Down 11. We're making progress, boys. Oh, man, there's gonna be a lot of bits of silence because, like, my heart is just like I'm just trying to see what's going on here. All right. K for 3. Ugh! I'm telling you, the shot selection tonight for the Pistons has not been entirely the greatest. I felt like we could have stretched that one out a bit more. We just can't keep giving the Knicks opportunities. Damn. We ain't looking so hot. Cat and OG have been going off tonight. The last time they went off together, they won game 1. Game 2, I think they combined for 20 points, and obviously they lost that one. So we're letting the wrong people get hot. There we go, Cade. There we go, Cade. Cade with 15 tonight. We really need him to just take over the second half. Terrible shot selection by Cat, but I'm not even mad at that. Knicks haven't been coming out hot like how they were in the first half. They're 1 for 4 right now. Pistons got to take advantage of these opportunities. Tim Hardaway from 3. Bang! There we go. Looks like the Knicks just took a quick timeout. All right, there we go. There we go. Hardaway has been putting this team on his back tonight. And couldn't have came at a better time because I feel like he's the only reason why the Pistons have been able to, whenever they've been down big, been able to get back into it. So Tim Hardaway, veteran, former New York Knicks, former Dallas Maverick, former Miami Heat. I feel like he was with another team at some point, one way or another, putting the team on his back. The Browns pick is in. Again, I know who it is. I'm just going to wait for them to say it so that I can briefly talk about it. Not trying to hint at anything, but some of you might already be ahead of me. The Cleveland Browns select Michigan defensive tackle Mason Graham. Obviously, that does involve us. Mason Graham, phenomenal talent. He was definitely one of the players that I would have loved for Brad Holmes to have traded up for. Doesn't surprise me he was early. So far, my mock draft so far, I've been 5 for 5 with the players taken. Not necessarily, I didn't project the Cleveland Jacksonville trade, but so far I am 5 for 5 on the players being taken. I think is right now with the Raiders pick where things are going to go a little bit sideways, but we're going to see what happens with that. But again, super happy for Mason Graham's going to be semi-local. Jen, you got a good one for your Cleveland Browns. I'm going to tell you that right now. Excited to see you talk about it on Show of the Land. Mason Graham, phenomenal player. One I really would have loved to see Brad Holmes trade up for because of Lee McNeil, he's going to be out until probably mid-November. And even then, the DJ Reader signing, we only signed him for 2 years, but that first year really looks like it hasn't been much of a success. We're going to need somebody to anchor down Lee McNeil and potentially even cover for him until he's able to get back. The Raiders pick is already in. That's kind of wild. I don't even think Mason Graham's out on the stage yet. It's kind of crazy. Do I cheat and look ahead? In fact, I'm going to. I won't tell you guys in case you guys are just kind of live watching, but let me go ahead and cheat and see who the Raiders pick because I know some of these people are way too quick for me. Okay. Okay. Larry, I don't know if you're watching, but okay. We are going to see. We're going to see. I know who the Raiders picked. Larry, your Raiders. Tom Brady owned Raiders. But yes, congrats to Mason Graham. I knew he was going top 10, but again, 5th overall pick. He's going into a good spot. I really think he's going into a very good spot with Cleveland. But Raiders pick is next. Right now we are on a commercial break, which is obviously why I tuned in more to the draft. No other really movement yet. There were a lot of talks of like, I know Carolina, I think, is trying to trade down, so we'll see what happens with pick 8. I fully expect the Jets to make their pick. Aaron Glenn, former Lions defensive coordinator, first-time head coach with the Jets. I'm curious to see who he's going to take. It'll probably be, what's his face? Tyler Warren. But I can say right now that with this Raiders pick that I do finally mess up on my mock draft. I will say that. It'll be nice. But we are back. We are back for some Pistons action right now. Again, one final time. Congrats to Mason Graham. Super happy for him. All right, boys. Let's see what's going on. Jalen Brunson missed. Again, the Knicks have come out the second half pretty flat. The Pistons got to take advantage of these opportunities. Chip away at them. Chip away at them. There we go. $7-0 run for the Pistons. Also, can I say real quick? I'm super glad that they did the final countdown intros for the Pistons. I saw that video. Oh, here we go. Raiders pick. Ashton Genty. I don't know with what O-line, but there you go, Larry. You got your guy. I mean, they really did need a running back, though. They had freaking Amir Abdullah, former Lions draft pick, as like their guy last year. They desperately needed a running back, and they couldn't have gotten a better one with Ashton Genty. Dude was an absolute monster with Boise State. Absolute monster. Knicks are back up 8, 70-62. A couple free throws from, I think it was Cat. It was OG or Cat. I don't remember who just shot. That's fine. Let Jalen Brunson. Let Jalen Brunson keep missing those shots. That's fine. The Jets pick is in. Man, these teams are already on it. There we go. Jalen Duren waking up a bit. Jalen Duren waking up a bit. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. And the foul, baby. Oh, shut up, Tom Thibodeau. I hate his stupid ass face. He's always like, oh my God, I can't stand the Knicks now. And I thought the Knicks were fun when I really wasn't paying attention to them in the regular season. But now that the spotlight has to be on them, I can't stand these guys. All right, Asura. Let's make this a one-possession game. What a second-half start for the Pistons. This was absolutely needed. Again, I called it. I said this was going to happen. Hopefully it can continue. But this was what we needed to be coming out the second half with. Just the intensity and what they had. Down 3. Down 3. (14-4) run for the Pistons since the second half started. 7:30 left. Travel! I hate these Villanova Wildcats. There's Tom Thibodeau's stupid-ass face again. Just, huh? There we go. Beautiful! 1-point game. And a turnover. Oh, but he called that for the Knicks. K to Durant to the slam by Asura Thompson. I'm telling you, you give Asura Thompson another year or two, we're talking about someone who could potentially be one of the best players in the league. One of the most underrated best players in the league. I'm not talking like Cade level, Jokic level, but somebody who is just going to be so highly underrated. Block. Oh, never mind. That was a foul on Cade. Damn. Okay, yeah, that was a foul. Bickerstaff doesn't like that at all, though. But I thought that was a foul at first replay glance. I hate Mikal Bridges. Back to a 3-point game. We'll see what Aaron Glenn does in a second. We'll check in on our old friend. Tired of crybaby Brunson. Is Cade at the line? Yeah, Cade's at the line. Who's that a foul on? Looks like that was a foul on Cat? I think that was a foul on Cat. Cade's at the line. I really hate how long the NFL drags out the draft. Like, it seemed like these teams already had their picks in. I guarantee all the teams up to pick 12 have their picks in. But the NFL just loves to drag it out. They show you more commercials than they do actual draft coverage. I hate Cat. Because I feel like I've been looking at this Jets pick is in thing for the last 10 minutes. I really feel like I've been staring at that for 10 minutes, and it's just for them just to say we took Tyler Warren. I don't know if that's who they chose. I didn't look ahead with that one, but I'm assuming because it just feels like all signals are pointing to the Jets taking a tight end. Oh, Cat, just you wait till Isaiah Stewart comes back, buddy. At full strength, too. Just you wait. Knicks back up by 4. I don't like seeing Aaron Glenn in a war room that's not the Lions'. Oh my God, it's still showing Jets pick is in. Can they just make a decision? Ah, that's an ugly turnover. You can't do that, man. Oh, no. Okay, cool. The Knicks are still cold, baby. Oh, the Jets didn't do what I thought they were going to do. Armand Membo. That's who I had the Raiders taking. But Aaron Glenn seems to be taking the Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes philosophy of building the trenches first, which is something that the Jets desperately need, especially if you're going to have Justin Fields running around. But so Armand Membo. It's a good pick. Now let's see what Carolina does. Tobias Harris has 4 fouls. Yeah, this is about to go south real fast. It really seems like whenever Unk is off the floor that the Pistons kind of fall apart. And there's 5.5 left in the third quarter, and he already has 4 fouls. Dennis Schroeder, what a pickup. Clamping down Jalen Crybaby Brunson. Clamping him down. Ooh! What a slam by Duran. Holy shit. I think the Knicks or somebody's just called a timeout. Might have been the Knicks. Nice. Carolina's pick is in. They didn't trade down like I thought they would. 2-point game. We're going to see how long we can hold up with Unk being off the court. Because I feel like Unk will not see the court again until the fourth quarter. But Dennis Schroeder, what an absolute pickup at the trade deadline. You knew that we needed somebody to kind of fill the Jaden Ivey role for a bit. We didn't have anybody. Kay needed help. And Dennis Schroeder, like, yeah, he was getting moved around from team. Like, he was kind of like, I'm not going to say it. This is a family-friendly show. He was just getting passed around. So basically, he embraced coming here. The city has him. He and Malik Beasley, not as much Beasley, even though Beasley's kind of pissing me off at the moment. But Beasley, like I've mentioned it before, I haven't been shy about it. We need Malik Beasley back. Dennis Schroeder, that is a pickup I would not mind coming back either. If you can get him on a good deal, why not? Why the hell not? All right. We're going to take a quick break real quick. We're going to get a couple more show tags in. But you guys have been watching Gritsville USA right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We will be back after a few words from some of our other shows.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davidson.
It's your boy, Notorious Lock.
And we are the hosts of Fast Break here on IE Sports Radio, where we discuss everything in the world of basketball from prep to the pros.
You guys should definitely check us out, man. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We got all the basketball information you guys need, so we look forward to you guys listening in.
And please do, because we are the best basketball show on this side of the Mississippi. And please do check us out on Twitter at FastBreakISR. D-Lock, where's our time again?
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That gives you guys plenty of time on a Sunday.
Tune in.
What's up, New York? This is Ricky K coming at you with the NY State of Sports, a new show here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Listen to me every Thursday afternoon as we bring you the latest takes on the Yankees, Mets, Jets, Giants, Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Devils, and Islanders. Plus, you get some college hoops and what's the local sports events going on in the area. It's a state that never sleeps, so why not get the opinions and sports takes that never sleep? Again, every Thursday, 2 p.m. to the NY State of Sports. We'll see you then.
I hate Karl Anthony Towns, man. Welcome back to Gritsville, USA, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. During the break, Karl Anthony Towns decided to hit a three from deep. I hate him. Mikal Bridges just scored a bucket. Duran had another nice slam. It is now 80-75, but Mikal Bridges is at the line. In draft news, the Carolina Panthers are about to pick. We're going to see who they take. But it looks like the Knicks are about to be back up 6. 4:08 left in the third, so still plenty of ball game. It's going to come out of the fourth quarter. Who do the Carolina Panthers take? Teteroa McMillan. They got a nice little young receiver core down there in Carolina with Xavier Leggetti and his raccoon-eating self and Adam Thielen. My fiance just looked at me. No, I'm not kidding. He dead ass eats raccoons. He talked about it on the news once. He eats raccoons. I don't know. Ah! That's Pistons ball. No, it's not. Stop it. But yeah, Teteroa McMillan off to Carolina. Knicks still up 6. Jalen Brunson's been really cold. I don't know if the crowd is getting to him because he's heard a lot of fuck you, Jalen Brunson's, a lot of boos every time he touches the ball. He's not very endeared in Detroit right now. Damn, but I feel like I spoke too soon. He just hit a bucket. And I feel like he's just flopped again. Did he flop? Of course, they don't show the camera angle of how he ends up on the fucking floor. He must have, because JB Bickerstaff is pissed. He a Cuts Player of the Year, my ass. Feel like this is warranted. I think the crowd is chanting it again. Yeah, they are. I think they got the fuck you, Jalen Brunson chants going again. Knicks back up 9. The Saints pick is in. This has been such a streaky game. What's that? The Lions. The Pistons started off on a 14-4 run. Now the Knicks are on a 9-2 run. I think Paul Reed's going to the line. You know, I kind of changed my mind. I know at the beginning I was kind of saying that whoever wins Game 3 wins the series. I think however this game ends, I changed my mind. I don't think it ends. If the Knicks somehow win this game, I think the Pistons will definitely come back and whoop ass. When the Lions pick, you're going to be waiting about another 2 potential hours, my dude. I'm going to tell you that right now. You better hope they trade. Because it's going to be a good minute. But again, I don't see them picking that 28. We knocked one of those free throws down, I believe. Yeah, because we're only down 8. Damn! Now we're down 10. I don't know what type of inflammation Isaiah Stewart got, but he's got to get that sorted out. We need him back on Sunday quick. This has been such a chippy game, man. Such a chippy game. Are we at the line again? Looks like we are. Yeah, I think we're at the line. Yeah, Malik Beasley's at the line. Here's one. Got to get him somehow. Ron Holland's back here. Ron Holland had a phenomenal block. It was a crazy sequence. Nobody wanted to get a hold of the balls. They kept kind of flinging everywhere. Knicks had a breakaway dunk until Ron Holland came out like Superman and like LeBron that shit. LeBron to Iguodala. Oh, what a block by James. That type of thing. All right, we're down 8 again. We got to get on a little nice run here. We got so close. We were just down 1 at some point. But we got to get Unk back on the court. I know we're kind of waiting until the 4th, I believe, because he only has those 2 fouls left, but we got to get him back out there. Luckily, the Knicks shooting has gotten a lot colder, but we need Unk back out there. Both teams are 1 for 5 from 3-point this quarter. Whereas the Knicks seem like they only missed 2 3-point shots the entire first half. God, nothing is falling in, man. Come on, Beasley. You got to knock that down. Damn, man. I feel like every 10 seconds I see a guy on the floor. Malik Beasley's pissed as shit, though, right now. He is mad. And I would be too, knowing that you were a sharpshooter all season and now you can't hit a freaking beach ball into the Grand Canyon. Saints pick Calvin Banks. Actually, I'm kind of glad they did that because I did not want the Bears to take him. So, what a block. Oh, blocked by the Saints. Which is kind of shocking. I thought the Saints were going to take Jackson Dart. Who knows? They might trade back up. Because I don't know who the hell their quarterback is right now. The Pistons are not taking advantage of the fact that the Knicks right now aren't really sinking shots that much. Nice. Good job, Paul Reed. Ron Holland's going to the bucket. Foul on... Was that on Josh Hart? Yeah, it was on Josh Hart. The Bears pick is in. We're making movement. We're getting to 28. Ron Holland at the line. Good old Spider-Man's at the line. Oh, I just realized I still have I Hate Jalen Brunson on the ticker. I'm going to keep it up there because that's still factual. Good job. Hey, there's good old Jahmyr Gibbs. There's good old Sonic. Courtside. I'm sure he's keeping up. Some other dude with a Lions jersey. I really hope it's not a Lions player. Otherwise, I'd be embarrassed if I didn't know who that was. But good old Jaws at courtside right now. Ron Holland sunk 2. We're back down 6. Minute 30 left in the third. We're going to see who our rival Bears take in a second with good old Benny J. Who does he pick up for his reform team? They keep missing shots. Wide open. Come on, bro. This is called goaltending. Jesus Christ. Ron Holland looks hurt because he just took a big drive to the basket. I think that was a foul on Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I think that was. Ron, Spider-Man's back on the line. 55 seconds left in the third. We should be seeing Unk back out at the beginning of the fourth, I would like to imagine. Spider-Man knocked down one. You know, I feel a little bit better. If the Pistons do drop this, I think they can win game 4, and then I think, again, best 2 out of 3. I'm good. Pistons down 6 right now. May 14th is the official schedule release for the NFL. We will be getting the Lions schedule. I'm sure we will have a show. Actually, not that week. That week we will not have a show the week of that, but we will be discussing the Lions release schedule the week after. Oh, blocked by Cade. Can the Bears just make their damn pick? Jeez. I hate Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson. $36 seconds left in the third. Oh! 3 by McBride. Oh, I know why they're drawing out the Bears pick, because obviously the draft's in Green Bay. That's why. That's why they're drawing this all out. Paul Reed's just kind of been everywhere tonight, except for making a damn bucket. But he's been getting he's been crashing the boards a lot. Back at the line. 18 and a half seconds left in the third. Pistons got it really locked down in the fourth. I think that the Knicks look tired. The Knicks look tired. Unfortunately, so do the Pistons a little bit. A lot of bench points for the Pistons tonight, though. Just like how it was in Game 2. Okay, get on with it, Roger Goodell. Who are the Bears picking? Oh, my bad. I think they're talking about Steve McMichael. R.I.P. So I'll give the Bears a pause for a minute, but Paul Reed's at the line. I think he might have missed his first one. I wasn't really paying attention. Made the second, though. Knicks are going to draw this out to get last shot. Oh, come on! Oh. Really? Colston Loveland over Tyler Warren. We'll see how Loveland does. Although Cole Kmet's on his way out, that's for damn sure. But yes, we will talk about it a bit while we are waiting on the fourth quarter to start. I believe the Knicks are up 10, unfortunately. But the Bears just took Michigan tight end Colston Loveland, who has been a very phenomenal tight end despite having, especially this last season, having no quarterback. That's a really good pick for Chicago. I kind of hate that a lot for them. But we'll see if it translates. Just kind of watching Colston Loveland highlights and getting some good old flashbacks from U of M. Really solid with J.J. McCarthy when McCarthy was here. Really good blocker, too. Colston's a good pick. I still thought Tyler Warren was going to be the first tight end taken. But nope. I'm sure Ben Johnson got to see Loveland a little bit up close and personal since obviously the Michigan ties. Or state of Michigan ties, I should say. But Colston Loveland, tight end for Michigan, going to the Chicago Bears. The 49ers pick is in, and I'm really going to hate the fact that they're probably going to be taking Kenneth Grant, also from Michigan. I'm going to hate that so much. Oh. We're going to see this game out. Colston Loveland's going to Chicago. Kenneth Grant's probably going to the Niners. And then that leaves Will Johnson for U of M football players getting drafted. We could potentially be seeing 4 U of M players taken in the first round. I can't remember the last time that's happened. But the fact that potentially if the Niners especially do take Kenneth Grant here, that we could be seeing 3 U of M players taken in the top 11, that's kind of crazy. Will Johnson, I know that there was a bit of his God, if he wasn't really hurt his entire last year with U of M, I know that there was talk that he would be potential like top 5 talent. Like that's what they were kind of touting him as all year, but then he kind of got hurt. His draft stock fell a bit. I've seen a couple mock drafts where the Lions take Will Johnson, but then I'm here thinking, how many corners are we about to have on this team? Because we have a hell of a lot. But knowing how decimated our team was last year on defense, it probably wouldn't hurt. TV's going over the quick turnaround of the Pistons. Again, if the Pistons lose this game, I'm not in panic mode, especially since I think we could be getting Beef Stew back on Sunday. I think that is going to help tremendously. I did say this series is going to probably go to 6 or 7 games. I predicted Pistons in 7. So I'm not going to start hitting the panic button if the Pistons don't come out with a win tonight because, God, they just look so sloppy right now. What a sloppy-ass turnover from Cade. Sloppy turnover. If I see Cat with the ball one more time, I'm going to flip. Okay, good old turnover from the Knicks. Oh, what a slam by Beasley. That was a nice slam. If you can't hit your threes, you might as well be, dunking the ball. Cat's a little... Oh, Beasley and Cat are about to fight. Beasley and Cat were about to go at it. I'm surprised the refs let all of that happen. Foul on who? Hold on. Let me update this sticker. Let me update this sticker real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Lot better. A lot better. Oh my God. Malik Beasley's 1 for 7 from 3 tonight. Terrible, as Charles Barkley would say. Who is that on now? You had a Cat trying to throw Malik Beasley on the court, and you're not weren't blowing that whistle. Now you're going to blow it on everybody else. That's not it. We need Isaiah Stewart back so hard, man. It's not even funny anymore. At least Unk's back on the court. Who is that? Jesus. Now Cade's at 4 fouls. Cute little turnover from the Knicks. Can we just like calm down a bit? We're down 8. Let's just start chipping away. Good shot by Cade. Hey, Cade with 19. He's been 8 for 19 shooting, though. Not the type of performance we needed from him. Oh. Again, I gotta remind myself, this is a young team. I can't be mad. They are so young outside of Hardaway and Unk. Pistons in 7. Get Tom Thibodeau's face off my TV. I swear to God. I hate looking at that elf-looking mother. All right. Quick timeout. Who are the Niners picking? I have a feeling it's going to be Kenneth Grant. Shedeur Sanders. Watch it. What a bucket by Beasley. Beasley's not hitting threes. He might as well make shots in other ways. Pistons down 6. All right, Goodell. Oh, my God. The NFL really draws this out. Okay, they're doing a salute to the troops thing. That's fine. They can do that. All right, the Niners are selecting Mikal Williams, edge, Georgia. Thank you. It's a good pick. Good pick for the Niners. Thought it would be Kenneth Grant, but not. If Kenneth Grant falls to Detroit, woo, watch out, buddy. Good bucket, Reed. I don't know what the hell that shot selection was from Unk, but Paul Reed just came in there with whoop, whoop. Pistons down 4. 8:56 left. More text. Schroeder and Cameron Payne. Oh my God, the Dallas Cowboys are the only team actually taking its time. This is the first time I think I haven't seen a pick is in. Schroeder was definitely antagonizing Payne right there. Although Payne did not like something that he said. Ref broke it up. Schroeder might have been the antagonizer. I don't really think Cameron Payne did anything wrong, although Payne's off the court. Schroeder got a tech. I don't know if they issued one to Payne or not, but it's still Knicks basketball. Cowboys pick is in. We'll go to that in a second. Ah! We're so close yet so far. If we just go on a run, if we go on a quick little run. What is that? Unk, what are you doing? You are so lucky he missed that because I don't know what the hell that turnover was. Jeez. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Unk needs to be off the court. Malik Beasley, stop shooting that shit, man. Malik Beasley playing terrible. Oh! Timeout Pistons. Knicks up 8. Someone told Jalen Brunson to stop talking. I hate him so much. Plenty of game left. Plenty of game left. The Cowboys select probably Matthew Golden. Tyler Booker. guard Alabama. I mean, that's true. Their once feared offensive line really kind of fell apart there. But I really thought they were going to get Matthew Golden. That kind of seemed like a match made in heaven, you know. You have the Texas boy. They need another wide receiver opposite of CD Lamb. I really thought that was going to be a match made in heaven, but nope. Tyler Brooker, guard from Alabama. Miami's up next. Miami's interesting with Detroit because I kept seeing rumors all day because it's clear that Miami is moving off of Jalen Ramsey, but I kept seeing shit that Detroit has talked to Miami about trading for Jalen Ramsey. And I'm just here like, why? I don't think we need Jalen Ramsey here. Again, we have too many corners. You've been very stingy with your money. You can't even bring back Zadarius Smith on a lesser deal. Why the hell are you going to take on a contract like Jalen Ramsey's? I don't know, man. I'm just kind of... I don't know. I don't see it happening personally, but like I just found it was interesting that there were reports that Brad Holmes has been talking with the Dolphins about Ramsey, and I'm just kind of like, what? Anyways, either the NFL told teams to slow the hell down or we're all caught up because the clock is ticking on Miami. Maybe they got somebody trying to trade up. Could be Detroit. Maybe we got to take on Jalen Ramsey to deal with that, though. But there's 6 minutes left for Miami to make their pick. Again, we are on timeout for Les Pistons. And we're going to see what happens. Oh, my God. Thank you guys for those that are tuned in. I know it's not a lot tonight because, again, a lot of other live streams, a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, Game 3. Obviously, the draft as well, but I appreciate those that have tuned in. Thank you guys so much. We are going to see this show out through the end of Game 3. Hopefully, maybe Brad Holmes decides to move up a bit, and then we can do a little double time real quick. Dolphins still on the clock. They are still taking their time. We are officially all caught up, basically. There is one guy I want. Excuse me. And that is Shamar Stewart. Edge from Texas A&M. I like him a lot. If the Lions do end up staying at 28, if Stewart is still there or Kenneth Grant's still there, I'll be more than happy with either of that. Not much of a complainer. I'll be happy. I'll be content with either, but the Dolphins still being on the clock really makes me think that maybe they are getting some calls. I think we are in that territory now where certain players are still on the board and maybe teams are like, all right, we got to strike now. Like, I know for a damn fact that Indianapolis next will be taking Tyler Warren. I know that they've been kind of vying for a tight end. So I feel like they're like, oh my God, we're about to get Tyler Warren. Oh, Cade. This has been a really sloppy game for the Pistons. I really hope the fans still bring it. I hope the fans still bring it for Game 4 again. This is a long series. I know at the very beginning I said whoever wins Game 3 is going to win the series. But just seeing this game play out, because to be fair, I wasn't able to watch Game 1 and Game 2. I was at work. Oh, what a block by Cade! This is the first I'm watching this series, and I really think this is truly a series that's going to go to 6 or 7. I really do. Oh, it's getting chippy again. Did Cade even block that? Yeah, Cade did block that. I just thought I was saying, oh, what a block by Cade for no reason. But yeah, this is a series that will go 6 or 7. So I take back my statement. I don't even think the winner tonight wins the series. The Dolphins have their pick in. But man, this is one that sucks getting away. Tim Hardaway, that was a kind of a terrible shot selection. Oh, Pistons got the ball back though due to effort from Paul Reed. Cade, come on. Why can't we make a single ass bucket, man? Oh my God. You let Bridges wide open. I hate Bridges and a stupid thing he does. Knicks are up by 9. Schroeder got one in. Okay, we're down 7. Wait, what? I don't know. I'm bad at math. I can't do math. Now we're down by 9. We were down by 11. Now we're down by 9. Sorry, I can't do math right now. Too wired. Maybe if I take Knicks money line right now, oh my God. Cade from 3. That was desperately needed. Back down by 8. We gotta lock in, boys. There's still 5:50 left. We still got a chance. You just gotta tie the hell down. Why can't we rebound either, man? Good defensive effort. You got Schroeder wide open. You got to make that, man. Yes! We're down 5. We're down 5. Game's not over, baby. Game's not over. I told you, Pistons are going to have one more run in them. We're 8-2 in the last 90 seconds. Crowd is alive again. Brunson, another jack-up miss. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. 5 minutes left. We're down 5. My hands hurt, bro. Unk with 2. We're down 3. Knicks, I think, just called a timeout. The crowd's got to be loud, man. No fucking mercy. We're down 3. We ain't dead yet. Whew. Oh, my hands hurt. Not dead yet, man. Not dead yet. Dolphins pick has been in for a good minute. Field Yates is yapping right now about something. I don't know. I don't have the sound on. Oh, what a run by the Pistons. It looked like it was dead in the water. Down 3. Just a little under 5 left. Plenty of game left. We are going to see this through. BK. Who do the Dolphins pick? The Dolphins took Kenneth Grant. I'm sure that was a Stephen Ross pick all day long. Kenneth Grant going to the Miami Dolphins. Good for him. Kenneth Grant's a phenomenal player again. He was one that I really hoped that the Lions would have traded up for. Man, that one kind of sucks a bit. Him and Graham were just... Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant together were just incredible. I would have loved for the Lions to have maybe traded up for him, but I could tell that was a Stephen Ross pick all day long. Obviously, Stephen Ross went to U of M, but the Colts pick is in, but good for Kenneth Grant. That's now the 3rd Michigan Wolverine taken. But good for Kenneth Grant. Super good for Kenneth Grant. Super happy for him. Oh, man, this game is... My hands are red. Look at that. I'm sure... I don't know if you can see, but my hands are hurting. All right, if I was a betting man, which I am, the Colts are taking Tyler Warren. If it's anybody not named Tyler Warren, I will be stunned. Man. What a evening. What an evening. Oh, my heart's pumping now. It's kind of getting out of the game a little. I'm already thinking ahead, but now I'm like, we'll see. The third U of M player taken. I didn't realize how much I moved my set. Whew. Excited for the month of May, though. Excited for the month of May. We're going to have a new setup. Stay tuned. End of May is going to look a lot different than what you guys have been seeing basically since November when I started with IE Sports Radio. Going to look a bit different. Excited to share that with you guys. End of May. Stay tuned. All right, we back. Amon-Ra St. Brown is there. Craig Reynolds. I know they're on their phones right now. I know that they're looking at draft coverage. Ja's there too. I know he's probably looking at draft stuff too. All right. 4:40 left. Let's go. Down 3. Jalen Brunson tripped over. I hate this man, bro. Hold on. Now I got to edit it again. Yeah, it's lowercase, but I'll live with it. Really emphasize the hate. I was right. Tyler Warren did the calls. That was like the for sure pick. Doesn't even surprise me in the slightest. Damn. Pistons down 5. 4:05 left. Bronson with 22 tonight. Foul on the Knicks. I don't know for what. Falcons on the clock. OG's whining about something. You got to shoot, man. Damn. Damn. This might be it, y'all. Oh. You gotta grab that. That's a jump ball. Terrible call. The refs have been awful, man. Oh, Jalen Brunson got hurt. Get over it. Fans have not let up on Jalen Brunson. Let me tell you. They have not let up on the guy. You got a jump ball between Jalen Duren and Jalen Brunson right now. That's not even fair. That's kind of funny. Pistons got to get this jump ball, man. They got to get it. Oh, come on. That's absolutely what not needed to happen. Tipped it right out of bounds. Knicks regained possession. Terrible. Timeout Pistons. The Cats just drained one. Yeah, we'll see if you still have that smile, buddy boy, when Isaiah comes back. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna do a lot more crying on Sunday. Watch. Damn. Like anytime the Pistons get close, the Knicks just give a little bit more. Hate it. Falcons are taking their sweet time. Man. We really need Isaiah Stewart back for game 4. We really need Stewart back. Stewart was supposed to be the X factor this entire series. He was basically non-existent in game 1 because he was struggling the entire time. Haven't had him game 2, haven't had him obviously tonight, but we need him back desperately for game 3. Our bigs can't just be Duran and Paul Reed. Cat's been feasting tonight. We need Stewart back, man. Come on. 2:57 left. We're down 7. I've seen crazier things happen. I mean, I got to be fair. Credit to the Knicks. They definitely play more physical tonight. Oh, nice. Down 5 again. Duran came out of nowhere. But the Knicks have definitely played more physical tonight. And again, this is where I think not having Isaiah Stewart really bit us in the ass. We need Stewart back because the Knicks are finding an attitude right now. Called a foul on the Knicks. Illegal screen, I think. Falcons are using every bit of their time for this pick. Bucket by Cade. Down 3. Okay, we back up in it. 2:02 left. I'm locked in. Missed by Brunson. Oh! Come! Damn! Fuck! That's probably it. Down 5, minute 09 left. Knicks are in no rush to get this bucket in. Damn, man. And they just let Brunson just get the easiest bucket of his life. That's the game right there. It's over. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Damn. Lazy defense. Inexcusable. Cade should have gotten some buckets there. Just didn't happen. I'm glad that everybody is on agreement that the defense on those back-to-back possessions by the Knicks were just absolutely terrible. Because they could very much still be in this game if it wasn't for that whole entire sequence. Jalen Walker is the pick for the Falcons, linebacker, Georgia. I hate Jalen Brunson, but I guess he was clutch player of the year for a reason. He kind of came through in the fourth. It's all right. We'll get Isaiah Stewart back game 4. Beasley for 3. Look who shows up. Now we're down 4. Christ, man. Nice to see you. Unk just picked up his 5th. Cat, I think, is going to the line. $35 seconds left. Again, it's been a kind of a referee disaster class tonight. Damn. Cat sunk his first one. It's all right. It's all right. Pistons will win game 4. All right, 6. If we can knock down a quick 3. I don't know why we're settling for 2. Oh, well. What are we going to do, huh? Well, contrary to what I believe, the Lions did not trade up. Which, again, very much surprises me. Maybe the player that they want is still on the board. They don't think it's going to be taken. We'll be finishing on with the Lions real quick. Damn, man. I feel like we never really had to lead this game, but I still feel like this is one that got away from us. I feel like this was definitely another one that got away. And that's what sucks. Pistons could have knocked down shots. Because the Knicks were very cold in the third quarter, but we did not take advantage of it. We came back a little bit, yeah. But, man, this one kind of hurts. $15 seconds left, down 6. Yeah, this one's wraps, boys. This one's wraps. But I'm going to see it through to the end. I've seen crazier shit happen. Jump ball, they called. Pistons fans, you guys got to still bring in game 4. The series is not over. The Knicks, to me, are still a very much beatable team. You just got to stop beating yourselves. And Isaiah Stewart, we need you back. You come back game 4, I guarantee we win the series. Quick 3 from Hardaway. Down 3 now. Pistons won the jump ball, and Hardaway knocked down a very fast three. It's not over. Not over. For those that watched Bulls-Lakers, well, you're not watching. 116, 113, 5 seconds left. Knicks balls. Game's probably over, but I know you've been paying attention more to the draft because beating South Carolina, yeah, you're probably not gonna, yeah. But 116, 113. I don't know. Again, for those that remember that Bulls-Lakers ending from earlier this season, I can't say this game is for sure over. I kind of refuse to believe it. Knicks can get very sloppy last second, and we can knock down a quick one. Overtime we go. 5 seconds left. I'm not saying it's over. 0-0 is what I got to see. Cardinals select Walter Nolan, defensive tackle, Ole Miss. All right, 5.8 left. Let's see what happens here. Again, I've seen crazy shit happen. It's a one-possession game. Knicks can just get very sloppy. Okay, now it's probably over. Now it's probably over. Unless Brunson misses. Pistons are pissed about something. What are they mad about? Oh, were they trying to say that Brunson, that was a backcourt violation? Was that a backcourt violation? Oh my God, that was a backcourt violation and they didn't call it. Are you serious? That looks like backcourt violation. Down 4, 2.8 seconds. We're really going to draw this out. Again, that was a backcourt violation. I just saw a replay of this on Twitter. Oh my God, that is a backcourt. I can't believe they got away with that. Weak ass call or non-call. Oh my God, did we just drain? Oh my God, we're down 1. We're down 1. Who even shot that? Pistons are down 1 in this half a second. Who shot? I didn't even see who shot the ball. Pistons could still tie this. Or maybe even win it. Depending on what Brunson does here. He made the first one, so Pistons are now down 2. I can't believe they made that shot. And again, I don't even know who shot it. I just saw a whole bunch of players grouped together. The ball went up. Hold on. This is the buzzer went off, but it wasn't supposed to, I don't think. They got to add that half second back on the clock. This is a wild ending. And I got to say this. The Pistons played like absolute dog shit tonight. Like absolute dog shit. And it looks like at the very most, they're going to lose this game by 2. They kept it to 2 without Isaiah Stewart and playing absolutely probably one of their worst games they played all year, and they only lost by 2. This Knicks team is so beyond beatable. Again, we just got to stop beating ourselves. We stop beating ourselves. We bring Isaiah Stewart back. Pistons in 6. What's happening here, though, is what I want to know. This is wild. Half a second. They just gave that back to the Pistons. Damn it, the Bengals took Shamar Stewart. That's who I wanted for the Lions. This is wild. The Pistons have half a second, and they're down 2. Pistons are down 2 with half a second. Okay, well, that's the game. I don't know what the hell that inbound was by Jalen Duren. That was terrible. All right, Pistons lose 118-116. That was a terrible inbound pass. I don't know what the hell that was. Did this just call timeout again? They're just drawing this out. That was, oh my God, that was terrible. The Pistons legitimately had a shot. I don't know why Duran was doing the inbound pass, because that was also a very terrible inbound pass. That wasn't even anywhere remotely near Cade. He sailed that over his head. That was terrible. That was kind of disgusting. They were gifted one more shot to at least tie it. I knew they were probably going to go for the 3, but to at least tie the game. And that Jalen Duran inbound pass was just absolutely disgusting. And it's wraps. Damn, that one. Final thoughts before we're done on the evening. Larry, I know. I know. They were gifted a chance. Oh, that's such a... Larry, I know. I know. Oh, my God. All right, well... Horrible loss. And I'm not somebody that likes to be very... What's the phrase? Moral victory. I try not to be a moral victory. I know. I've been talking so much shit the last 2 days just for this to happen. I know. That was a kick in the nuts for real. But have fun with your new Josh Jacobs that'll leave in a few years, Larry. I'm kidding. I'll love Larry. I'll love. But man, yeah, that one was just a bad beat. Again, by far the ugliest game that the Pistons could have potentially played. And they brought it down to 2. And they had a chance to win it. They had a chance to win if it was for that terrible inbound pass. I'm glad it's cheered for them, though. Like I said, it's all love. I'm actually glad you guys got Ashton Genty because that means the Bears didn't. So Pistons will be back in Game 4. Pistons will win Game 4. Calling it because this is why. This is why. So this is right before I sign off. This is the final note. Ugliest game that they played. Lost by 2. Shot themselves in the foot, and I get it. Like, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You could have done that. Like, we could play that game all night. But I'm supposed to sit here and believe that this Knicks team is for sure going to win this series when we played arguably our worst game and they could only beat us by 2. And that they were actually quite fortunate and lucky that Jalen Duran and JB Bickerstaff botched that final play call with that Jalen Duran inbound pass to just basically seal the Knicks' victory. Because if that play would have been done properly, we definitely could have gotten a shot off. We could have won that game. So again, ugliest game that they've played this series so far. Even uglier than the fourth quarter collapse in Game 1. And we still only lost by 2. Again, no moral victories. What matters is what we do the next game. The next game, I very much, again, a young team. The nerves are there. The nerves are there. And I know that they were playing in front of the home crowd for the first time. The intros were lit. The crowd was hype. But that's done. We got Isaiah Stewart back into this series. The Knicks are not going to do tonight what they did, or they're not going to do on Sunday what they did tonight. Absolutely not going to do it. So we got to get... I hate this Seal commercial for Mountain Dew. Again, we get Isaiah Stewart back. We tighten things up. It's still Pistons in 6. I don't give a fuck. It's Pistons in 6. This Knicks team is so beatable, and I think that's why right now I'm so frustrated that we've had 2 games. We could very well be up 3-0 in this series right now. But the Pistons had beaten themselves more than I think the Knicks beat us. The Knicks, yes, the Knicks came out to play tonight. I have to give them credit. They gave the physicality right back. They didn't take a step back. They weren't backing down. But yeah, I'm here supposed to believe that they're the much better team when they could only beat us by 2. And we played like dog shit tonight. I'm supposed to believe that the Knicks are the better team. No. This game is going 6, or the series is going 6. The series is going 7. Pistons are going to win game 4. The Pistons are going to win game 5, and the Pistons are going to win game 6. We get Isaiah Stewart back on Sunday. This series is a wraps. I don't care that we have 3 more games to win and they got 2 more to win. This series is wraps if we get Isaiah Stewart back on Sunday. The Knicks are not going to come back and win any of these other games. They got tonight. I will give them tonight. They performed tonight. Good for them. The Knicks are not winning one more game this series. Not one more. Tonight was it. You want to feel happy about yourself? Karl Anthony Towns doing your little dance every time. You want to do your whole thing, Mikal Bridges, every time you hit a 3. You want to keep flopping around like a fish, Jalen Brunson. That's fine. Do whatever you want. The Knicks are not winning another game this series. We're going to get Isaiah Stewart back. He's going to whoop some ass, and this is going to be it. Pistons in 6. And the Lions did not pick. I'm still waiting for them. But thank you guys so much for just hearing me ramble on for 2 hours. Again, I had a good time with this. I always have a good time doing the live watches. I think that it's just such a unique circumstance to do them. And this was fun, even with the loss. Again, like it literally went down to the last half second of the game for it to be over. Because it's like I kept telling you guys, I'm like, unless the clock hits 000, I'm not done. And Larry, you're right. Pistons this season have played so well that they cannot just lose this series. And again, game 1, the fourth quarter was an anomaly. Tonight, we played our absolute worst and lost by 2. The Pistons could very easily be up 3-0 in this series. I get now that we're down 2-1, but the Pistons are not going to lose another game this series. They're not going to do it. We got Isaiah Stewart back on Sunday. Watch out. Even if we don't have Isaiah Stewart on Sunday, we're still going to win game 4, and we'll see if we can get Stewart back in game 5 in New York. This series does belong to the Pistons. I believe that so wholeheartedly. Larry, thank you so much for tuning in. I know you're doing like double duty with 3 and Out. Check out 3 and Out with Larry. All football related from high school, collegiate, pro level. He's been on it all night with the draft. Larry, can't wait to tune in once I get off here. But thank you still so much for taking the time to tune into what I got going on over here. It was a fun night, guys. Even with the loss, I'm not tripping over it. Pistons in 6. It's a great time. The Lions, I still will be tweeting out, especially when the Lions make their pick, even if they make a pick tonight, because I think the possibility is still there. They could trade out of the first round, but we will see. Once again, thank you guys so much. Make sure to give us a follow at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, at IESportsRadio.com. You can find my show there. You can find shows like the Wisconsin Whistle, New York State of Sports. You can find Yinter Report. All great shows we got going on. It was a fun night. It was an extremely fun night. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, those of you that were able to. It's a crazy night in sports, big night in sports. And the fact that some of you took time to be able to tune into my little show, I appreciate you guys so much. It's all love. Once again, you guys have watched Gritsville USA right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Have a good night. Go Pistons. Can't wait to see what you do, Brad Holmes. We'll still be live tweeting on Twitter. Give us a follow. Gritsville _IESR. Have a good night, guys.